I'm not losing any of this argument here, so we're going.
We're going. Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as math goes, the metric system is 1,000 times better.
As far as math go, but you have to use decimalized, like temperatures in order to actually like.
Well, I'm not about temperature. I'm just saying the metric system. Or is Celsius
Oh,
a metric?
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
talking
yeah,
about
those are
specifically
different.
about
Yeah.
hot heights.
Yeah.
Is centigrade technically a metric system?
I don't know.
So
Do they count?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like this family of like weights and measures and temperatures, So
It would just take me very long to get used to hearing whatever the numbers would be for.
Oh
Wait,
yeah, they
no,
say it's
hold
30
on.
degrees Fahrenheit, or I mean 30 degrees Celsius. It's like we're all gonna die. Yeah, so,
It would take a while, but
You know what? Centigrade would have to be part of that because that's where the cent part comes in. That's the base 10, base 100.
centigrade? I thought it was Celsius,
I mean, that
but I don't think the base 10 thing was that before Celsius, because Celsius was a dude, right?
as I'm sure, like Ralph F. Fahrenheit was. As well.
Ralph was Fahrenheit, man. There was a guy named Fahrenheit. Yeah.
I don't think that's a name. You just
No.
there's no like historical figure for it either. It's like he's the god of hot water or something.
Right,
Like that.
yeah. He's some kind of Hawaiian god.
I don't know the whole story, but I think centigrade is the interpretation into the metric system
Okay.
because of that.
Yeah, but it's not really
That's
a
my
base
guess.
100 system if you think about it, because there's no Kelvin's the one that has absolute zero, right?
Kelvin? Well,
Kelvin.
absolute zero exists in any temperature.
But I thought I'm reaching way back into like science of like senior year of high school.
I think 0 degree Kelvin is absolute.
It's absolute zero, which
Right.
means there's no atomic activity.
Right.
So that one
think
has
that's
a
correct.
base,
Yes.
Yeah. Now you're right, all of them do have that, but that's zero in Kelvin.
Yes.
There is no -1 Kelvin.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Correct.
All right.
Unless time goes backwards or something. Maybe
It
that's
might,
negative
yeah,
Kelvin.
Sure.
Right. But yes, yeah, that's the thing is it's sort of like it. That's like unit conversions at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can straight up convert Kelvin to any other unit. Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, you just do the math.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything's all.
Right, but I'm just
Was that
now I'm curious
stoichiometry?
if like a degree is a degree is a degree.
No.
Like the interval between them. So, well, no, obviously not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got it. Yeah.
Like there's a
obviously
formula
not.
for.
Yeah.
all
Okay.
these
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Got it.
But yeah, as far as math goes, metric system way better. But as far as my world goes, I love my world because like my foot size with a shoe on is 1 foot. So like
Specifically.
yeah, so I can like
Right,
walk it
right,
off exactly almost like it's really quite convenient.
My foot is not a foot.
I mean, if you go by area. Well, I think that's where they do shoes.
Oh no, not exactly.
What a square foot.
I need 1 foot of shoe, please. It's like,
Yeah.
weight-wise, it's like, nah.
No,
man.
no. We're talking coverage here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like football would be in meters.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, a foot in a yard's not far off.
No, it's not.
Wait, no,
but like
a foot in the yard is way off.
Or I mean, a yard.
oh yeah, a yard and a meter. They're only off by like what 3 inches or something like that.
It's pretty small.
It's pretty small, but like once you get up to like a mile.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Right, right.
But yeah, you could. I mean, it would be weird.
It would be. I agree with you. We were talking about this the other day, so you're not being ambushed here.
Yeah, this was just,
I'm sure you argue this out with the Russians again.
that's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the weights would get me like a kilo or
Oh,
that would
yeah.
I'd be like, what the yeah. So that would get me after a little while. So
I was with my mom at the dock, and they said her weight in kilos, And
Uh-huh.
she's just like, no, that's not my weight. It's this. And they're like, oh, I know, it's in kilos. She's like, no, my weight. She's just
Oh,
like,
geez.
no, you said it's like 37. No,
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 no.
you're reading it wrong. I'm like, just let them
It's
figure
fine.
this
Yeah,
out.
it's
That's
good.
not my
Yeah.
place to interject here.
That like milliliters. I hate liters for some reason. Everything that I cook is
I
like
know,
cup.
I know,
Oh.
Cup and quarts.
they're wrong. They're not. I mean, that's the.
Oh,
thing.
I know they're wrong,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, like
Who's wrong?
cups, and,
Cups, quarts,
like yeah,
gallons,
there's like, it's not
pints.
like the teaspoons and tablespoons.
Yes.
There's not like a
yes,
3 of these equals one of those.
Oh, God.
Or if there is a conversion, it's like 2.8.
And yes, we've broken this down before. Like the fact that our general base unit of measurement is divided into 16ths
Oh yeah,
Of
yeah,
all
yeah,
things.
exactly.
of all things.
Yeah,
Because of course you had to pick something that you have to reduce the fraction of.
yeah,
That's so stupid.
dude. 12 was right there too. 12 would have made so much more sense, man. You can divide it like 4 different ways.
Well, 4 by 3, man. It's
Yeah,
you got to use those all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Does 12 go into quarters?
Nope.
What
Oh
do you
no,
mean?
look, you can split it into quarters. Yes.
Can you split it into thirds?
Yes.
Without getting wacky?
Yes.
Can you do it in half?
Yeah,
Holy
easily.
shit.
Yeah, I know, man. So
You
you
know-
can even do it in 12s.
Yep.
Yep.
It's stupid because you're like, why does the 7/16 go next to the 8s?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Right. Because that would be 6/16.
Every car like I had to buy a whole new socket set when I got that Toyota
Right.
just because of
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And then like cuz my old socket set, my emergency one was in America Freedom units. Yeah.
No, hold on. No, those are Imperial units. We got them from somebody else.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't change our mind.
We inherited
yeah,
those.
so and then we became the like the evangelist for it.
We did.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's that sort of like scavenger mentality. They're like, look, we have this, but we're going to just put it out at the end of the driveway. And
Yoink.
we
Were you and I talking about that the other day about leaving shit out on the curb?
Yeah, Liz Cheney.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, for bulk pickup.
And nobody wanted her. She got took to the dumpster.
It said free.
Freak, yeah.
They drove off with it.
She has no party now.
I thought she was going to help him win the election.
Oh man, even people on the
Oh.
left were like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And
Right,
so, yeah.
right. And you brought your dad?
brought your dad.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, it was something else, but I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, the Liz Cheney thing, of course. She's probably still sitting out there. You're not gonna
Nobody
take that,
wants
man.
that.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly. yeah.
it's that couch that just nobody
Right, you
takes.
have to call ahead if
Right.
you want us to take this.
So, well, you can do one of two things. You call ahead and pay, or you can chainsaw it and put it in.
Get rid of it piece by piece.
Piece by piece, one
Yeah.
piece at a time.
Yeah. I don't want to write that down. That's going to be like gross. I don't want to.
Don't write that. We're not going to chainsaw this.
Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, that's the other thing is you call that dude, that the guy that's got the thing, it's like 1-800-JUNK, we take anything.
Those guys are great.
Yeah.
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 Man, it's getting time to do that again in my house.
You're already
So-
stacking up that much stuff.
No, it's just, well, my daughter's got a lot of stuff that she doesn't use anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just load up every now and then, dump it to Goodwill.
Yeah. It's like groceries. They come to me. You know?
Well,
Do you have to pay for it
What?
to get rid of the stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not that expensive. So,
it's more than free.
there are a lot of things that are more than free. So, yeah.
Okay, so since we're talking about free things,
oh
Okay.
boy, all right. Yeah, go ahead. Go
What are we
ahead.
talking
You can
about?
table this however you like. Well,
he is so against gift cards.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
that if you were given $100 gift card, you'd throw it away?
Oh no, I'd use it, or I'd give it to somebody
I give
else.
it to somebody else.
Yeah.
It's like cash, man.
I know.
Cash.
Yeah.
It's anything but cash.
It literally goes right into Amazon.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's the most thoughtless. I mean, it's
If
just
you get it from, well, maybe not. What if your boss gave you a $100 gift card?
to wear.
Visa.
I'd use that. It's my boss. I don't really, I don't expect my boss to actually like, do something really nice for me. So just $100 on gift card's great. So
How are you guys so downtrodden about getting a gift card?
They're insulting.
I don't think they're insulting. They're just boring. So
It's.
So
I mean, it's the antithesis of thoughtful gift giving.
Well, no.
yeah.
I went to my next door neighbor's house
Uh-huh.
because they were having the open house,
Sure.
and everybody that showed up today got their name on a list. Whoever they draw randomly gets a $100 gift card.
Just give me cash.
Gets a $100 gift card. I won.
I'm happy for
Yeah,
you.
go use it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want, would you not have signed up? Because they're like $100 gift card.
I wouldn't have
I
said
wouldn't have signed up.
No.
But if they were just giving away cash, I'd take the cash.
I'd take the gift card. I never give gift cards,
Yeah.
so I think they're kind of lame.
I don't give gift cards, but
Yeah,
all right,
okay.
when I switched over to T-Mobile
Yes.
and they're going to pay off my old phone,
Right.
they don't give you cash.
No, they put it on a card.
You get a gift card that comes back to you.
I guess so. I mean, in that case, yeah, they're paying off your phone. I mean, this is just a means of a transaction. They're not really. They're paying you to do it,
But it's a gift card.
right? But this is a little bit different circumstance. They're giving this to you in the exact amount to pay off your. I mean, really. I mean, this is just that's like a check, right? In that case, it's like a check. It's like a two-party check. That's all it is. Only it's you could put it in your account. Okay, that's great, but and then basically.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
Actually,
Yeah, I don't know
if you
either.
can.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can.
I don't know if you can straight cash.
just like put it in the ATM. Just stick it in there.
Yeah, it just grinds it up. Yeah,
I'm going to keep hitting the button until it stops.
you put it in, it grinds it up, and it turns it into numbers in your system. It's like, yeah.
Spits out quarters.
So you're just against the idea of gift cards as a gift.
I hate that in particular, but yeah, giving that as like any kind of like show of affection or anything like that, it discourages me from wanting to use them at all, no matter what the circumstance is.
I'll use it if I remember. The problem is like someone will give me a gift card, like a Visa card or something like that, and I'll go use it like once, and it'll have like $12 left on it.
Right.
And so it goes back into my basket until I have to make a $12 purchase. Next thing I know, motherfucker's expired.
And that's-
So,
That's the other component of it that I don't like. It's actually really it's bullshit for the consumer. It's something that is entirely pro business. It's something that so much of that gets wasted, right? Every single year that people don't get to redeem. Whereas if I give you $100, you spend 88 of it, that $12 goes right back into your wallet and you will buy Rolos with it.
well, if the business cuts a gift card, they don't keep the money that you don't spend on it.
No, but
No,
what
okay,
happens is it
Visa
expires.
makes the money.
Right.
Huh?
The
Visa
money
or
is spent.
MasterCard
Your
or-
$100.
Visa would, yeah, you're right.
Your $100 is spent. If the $12 expires, or basically, that's money that they didn't have to redeem,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay, that I can understand. Or if you're getting one to like Pottery Barn.
Oh, I've got a stack of useless ones.
That's-
so
Exactly.
like
But a straight Visa card?
a
Come
Visa
on,
card, I
man.
would use. I would use that. So, but I have a ton of Starbucks cards. We stopped going there like
Yeah.
5 years ago,
yeah.
and I still get them. Like my in-law. Oh, you go to Starbucks? I was like, no. So
No, they weren't COVID friendly.
Oh yeah, I guess that hasn't been that long.
That was
that was
cutting-
COVID.
That's
Yeah,
where you
you're
cut.
right. That's where we started going to
the
Dutch Bros.
Dutch brothers were.
Well, that's why I quit Sam's Club.
Oh
yeah.
no! Well, it was just they had bad.
I remember
COVID.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the first one that told me to get out, and I was like, all right,
All right, buddy.
don't expect another penny from me again. Because they also made me feel like a dick for even trying.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
that.
right.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like, hey, we got policy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Hobby Lobby did that to me, and they're like, hey, I'm sorry.
We don't like this any more than you do.
I can't.
you know?
We're not allowed.
Hobby Lobby, yeah.
And I was like, all right, fine. You guys are cool. You were nice about it.
Fucking Templars or something.
You might understand.
But Sam's straight up like, what are you doing? Like, going in. What do you think I'm doing? But you're like, you don't have a mask on. What are you doing, man? And I'm like, well, fuck off. Like, I was like, all right, oops, sorry, I'm out.
I'm out.
So yeah,
Yeah, I know. It's just like, I'm shopping here. That's what unless I'm not allowed.
unless you don't want my money.
Right.
Well, it's not like we don't want your money, but it's
Yeah.
yeah, all right, so be it.
There's like two things at Sam's Club that I really like. So it's not worth a membership for those two things.
What were the two good things at Sam's that you...
They have this fucking spread cheese that is bananas good. So, I mean, it is so good.
Wait, don't you go to or no, you go to Costco.
I'm Costco.
Costco.
in the little jar? Or
It's in a tub like
That
this.
is
It is-
definitely not
Maybe
the one
mine
I'm
was
thinking
Sam's Club or Costco. Which is the one that they're on
That's
Barnes?
Costco.
Costco was the one.
Oh, so you quit
I
Costco?
put Costco.
Oh. So you go to Sam's Club. You can
I
get
don't
some
go
of that
either
fucking
one.
cheese. Oh,
of.
okay.
We used to go to Walmart, huh?
Yeah, I just go shopping.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Morally posted. I take my mom the other day to the grocery store as like a little kid. It's like, God, come on, let's go.
You're gonna look at every individual grape?
Right.
Is that what we're gonna do here? Like, Mom, you I know the mystery, okay?
Mhm.
The heavier oranges are not necessarily better because they're juicier. They may just have thicker peels.
Right.
Oh yeah, there are some that are.
Yeah.
And there are ones that are surprisingly thick, and it always bothers me.
Yeah, some are crazy.
It's like a winter jacket. And then you get in there, and there's this itty bitty little like nectarine in there, like this little cutie, you're like,
You better be the juiciest motherfucker. You hadn't have lost a drop of food in your entire life.
and then you have those other ones that are like the peel is as thick as like an eggshell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can almost see through it.
Yeah, I haven't bought oranges in a while.
I haven't bought an orange in a
Yeah.
while.
I do every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's more so like when I go, it's because I'm buying things like I'd like an orange.
No.
Right? I'm gonna enjoy this little treat here, right? Versus like I remember maybe, and this is just something that's changed, but I remember like families, they'd buy those bags, those
yeah.
those I don't even know how you call them, like those like cargo mesh bags.
Oh, yeah. If I get them, that's how I get them.
Do
I
you?
get juice. Yeah.
No.
Well, of course he
So-
does. He gets it at Costco.
Right, yeah. You can't buy one at Costco. So, yeah.
Okay. That's a good point.
No, I buy all those things in sacks. I buy all my onions in sacks. All my potatoes are in sacks. So, limes.
Yeah, I
lemons,
choose mine.
Yeah.
One at a time,
Mhm.
Yeah.
however many I need. And
They all go in the juicer man.
then if I need more, I go right to the store
Yeah.
again. My mom couldn't believe when she was out. She's like, go to the store like 3 or 4 times a week. I'm like, yeah, I just get whatever I need for the
You
day
like
or
drive
two.
by it. You're on the way home. So, don't you?
Oh, definitely not now.
Oh.
I don't leave.
Oh, you're back home.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know you were remote again.
yeah, I've been remote for.
I knew you were
A
before.
while.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like and that's sort of this culture too. It's like in most other cultures around the world, you go to the market every day.
Yeah. I could not live like that. So,
Part of me says yes, and the other part of me says, "Nah, man, we're American. We had this figured out a long time ago."
oh yeah. So and then like and I mean that's when you have like a neighborhood market, kind of
Yeah.
thing where you're like it's between your house and the subway.
That's like
So-
this all coincides with the
walkable
15th. Yes,
And you're also saying hi to the people. Like,
they know you.
You know
No,
them. You have a
no.
butcher. You have a fishmonger.
Imagine living in a world
Yeah.
where you were talking to all the people.
I get no. No, I would not do that. So
You're like, no, absolutely
No.
not. That's a terrible idea.
I am very friendly when I'm out and about, but I've got no. I do not need to know who my baker is. So
Like, would you want to go to a restaurant regularly so that they actually knew you and like they could have your meal ready for you when you walked in?
So I used to be that guy in several places in this town, but I have gone hard against restaurants. So I just don't enjoy the dining experience anymore. So I would say no.
Gotcha. How about you?
No, I'm not in the mafia. I mean, that's not. It's not the kind of thing that's. I wouldn't. Okay, the thing that I wouldn't want is I wouldn't want better service just because it's me. Because I've been on the other end of that, and I don't like. It's like, oh, because I'm not important, you're not gonna treat me right. That doesn't sit well with me
I
anymore.
don't know if that's
it's-
treating better service if they know. Like, it's not giving you better service if they already know what you're going to order.
Yeah.
No, man. Well, because you get this look in your mind where it's like, oh, this is a regular. You take care of this. You take care of this guy because he's a regular, and we can't afford to lose this person because that's money every week. But anybody that comes in should be treated with the same respect and love as a regular.
Well, yeah, I think most people do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
been.
I mean, you know, like if you're a regular customer somewhere, sometimes they'll go above and beyond for you on certain
Yeah.
things. That's fine.
Does
So
it give you an
I don't
extra
see that
egg
as
roll or
yeah,
something like that?
stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it's
That's
fine.
So, I mean, that goes back from like all my customers. I use regular customers all the time. So you know, I treated them way better.
Yeah, I don't-
That's what you're saying is, yeah, you treat them way better.
Well, yeah, but I didn't turn around and like say,
mean-
oh, well, you fucking carry your own bags, fucking schlep.
Yeah.
No, I still help that guy just as much as I help the guy who was
Oh, I under-
a regular.
And you know
So-
what? Being a regular, especially one of us, if we were a regular, if we saw somebody come in and that like hadn't been helped in a little bit or something,
Oh,
we'd be
yeah.
like,
That's
hey,
like, that guy was
yeah.
here first.
can
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
make sure you take care of them over there?
I know that we're on board with that, and I know that you guys wouldn't do that, but other people would.
I believe in the goodness of people. I don't believe it. Because then they probably don't want them as regular because they're kind of jerkish.
No, they want the regular because that's like solid. It's a known quantity, right?
Well, I
That's
guess
it.
Depends on how well they tip too.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, good regulars. Yeah. All right.
Give it cheese and yeah, you know what?
It's still business, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm still a customer. So
Hey, if I had 3 deliveries to take and I knew one of them was giving me a 10,
oh yeah, that
You're
one
right.
goes first. Yeah.
you're getting it first.
Yeah.
That's rough too, because like if you order from Domino's, it's like $4 delivery charge.
Yep.
Well,
Then-
it's jacked.
And then a tip.
Yeah.
Pizza is fucking expensive, man. So
Well, I go pick it up.
it's
so
right next to you.
close.
It's right next to me too. I mean, it's
No, man, it's got to come to me.
look, if that's part of the
It's gotta come to me.
experience, I mean, look, that's fine. I totally
Like double the
understand.
price, man.
It-
If you're buying one
Is it?
pizza,
If,
Oh.
Yeah, unless you're buying enough stuff to really kind of offset, but your family barely eats.
Well, when we order pizza, I'll take a look and see what's on special, and then I'll order that, and then like I always get an extra pizza because we eat it over the course of a couple days.
Okay, so you're not. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. If you're just like getting one pie, dude, the cost of delivery is
it's
Oh,
close,
the same
so
thing with true
imagine
with
it,
fucking
yeah.
DoorDash, man. That's a rip off if you're getting like Taco Bell with it or something.
well, basically,
So-
yeah. If you don't cross like the
Oh,
$15
yeah.
threshold,
Yeah, and they just drop your order left and right, you know. So they're just like, oh no, this one doesn't pay enough, so you know, done. Then eventually, like, and I know a couple guys who do this. So eventually, if you're a driver, it will yell at you if you turn too many things down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah.
So you know they'll pick up a like a garbage run, you know, real cheap as long as they can do it real fast, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but it's so much more expensive. The prices are more expensive too.
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
yeah,
Yeah. They're not
So,
menu price.
they're not menu prices. They're special, like, you know, fucking DoorDash,
DoorDash
prices.
price. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
They're not the no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's true with restaurants too. So
Wow.
They don't. Yeah. So if you come in and you want like a burger, it's $12 on the menu. It's like $17. If it's for pickup.
But if you have DoorDash pickups,
Right.
if you
You
go
you
pick
go
it
get
up,
it.
you still get it for menu price.
Well, no,
I don't know.
Actually, no. So if you call DoorDash, if you DoorDash to go pick it up yourself, you pay those prices.
Okay.
If you call them,
just call them.
yeah, if you call Red Robin and place your order,
Yeah.
then you're getting whatever.
The regular price.
Yeah.
Can you still do that?
Wow, who would do that?
A lot of places don't anymore.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They go through the apps.
Yeah.
To have a pickup order?
Uh-huh.
Well, and a lot of places they direct you to that. It's like you can do delivery and pickup through DoorDash.
DoorDash. Yeah.
Because there is some kind of there. I don't remember the full lengths of their deal, but it's
I have no. Well,
it's a little bit.
and the whole thing is they charge you more so that they don't have to eat the cost on things that don't get picked up.
Right.
So which makes sense. I mean, there's been a couple times I go to the drive-through at some place, and you can see there's like a line of fucking bags that haven't been picked up, or something like that. If I was a restaurateur, that would piss me off. So especially if I was on the hook for all that. So.
But doesn't it charge right away?
Oh yeah, I guess it does. I wonder how that handshakes it over to the restaurant then, because the yacht club, that's what they were complaining about. They said we're losing our ass on this DoorDash. This was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think they've worked out.
Maybe they worked
the
that out.
system.
I think so, yeah.
So-
But I think you're right. I think at the beginning there was a problem.
It
with
was,
that.
yeah, I do remember
Okay,
them
something
saying
like that,
that.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it
they
was
had-
on the news a lot about how
Yeah,
the
okay.
restaurants were losing out.
They actually built a special menu for it. So that was basically stuff that was just like, okay, we're not going to lose a lot of money on this, but if you're trying to like fucking order ribeye,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you can get that from the Roadhouse too. I mean, if that's what you want.
oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Man, I haven't been there in ages.
I don't either, but I would love to go there again.
That's the one with the peanuts, right?
I don't think they have peanuts anymore.
Oh,
I think that's
yeah.
COVID.
So, well, that and like people are so like peanut allergies are a real fucking thing, man.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So
Well, it died when COVID happened because it's all stuff that you mess with your mouth and
what?
the shells, and people would drop shells
Oh,
all
I
over the
got it,
place
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Oh man, I'm so glad that didn't die in baseball games. I am such a pig in a baseball game.
Well, if you savages would you eat
Oh no!
the shells
no.
like you're supposed to.
I've
Oh, I
tried
can't do
that a
that,
few
man.
times. I can get through like
It makes my
3,
stomach so fucking upset.
but
Oh, it'll clean you out like crazy.
I don't want that, Jeff.
Oh man, it's
I don't need it.
that is
an elephant toothbrush going down there.
yes, that is fiber in its most fibrous form.
I'll just eat celery, thanks.
Yeah, that is like
Yeah, I hate that,
Yeah.
that is like 80 grit fiber. That will fucking take care of you.
I did that one. That made me so sick, man. So my stomach just hurt after that.
I can do it, but it's just not that it's not that tasty. Like it is just
That's where all the salt is.
I get it, and I like the salt, but it is terrible chewing gum.
Have you ever had boiled peanuts?
Yeah,
Are they any good?
they're not bad.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
I don't-
salted, like,
I've
are
never
they
had 'em.
flavored or
Yeah.
Actually, no. When I had them, they were very plain. Very.
no.
Oh.
You get the. Do you like peanuts? Do you actually like the base taste of like the peanut?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it's
Okay.
pure.
It's a peanut butter form.
Right.
Okay.
It actually, to tell you the truth, it reminded me a little bit of like natural peanut butter. Take it. You take your risks.
You do take your risks.
I said a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay? Now that also means that it doesn't come in two like states of matter, which is fucking
Massive
disgusting.
plasma.
Yeah, I know. Because then when you go out there and mix it, and it
is so greasy,
takes
man.
It never
I-
takes the
Yeah.
yeah.
Peanut butter is just foul all the way, and just
Oh, I
anything that gets
love
close
peanut
to
butter,
good.
man. But yeah, like I mean,
I love what Americans call peanut butter. That's what I like.
That's the only thing I
The
know. I
old
don't know
Skippy, you'll get the job done.
Skippy's great.
what's non-American peanut butter.
That fucking
that
dog
fucking-
shit
yeah.
that we're talking
That,
about.
that fucking paint
Is
thinner
it sold in
separated.
the store?
Oh yeah.
What's it called?
It's just like any. If all you have to do is buy any organic peanut butter, and that's what
Or
it is.
all natural,
all natural
yeah,
peanut
yeah.
butter.
And
Okay.
what it'll be
So-
is there'll be like plumber's putty at the bottom, and grease at the top.
You know,
Oil
if
at the
RFK
top.
Jr. goes after peanut butter, I'm sorry, I'm out, man.
The
on him.
Skippy lobby is too strong for him.
Good, yeah.
It is an American institution.
okay.
Look, and
What
that,
things is he going to get rid of?
I don't know. I haven't been tailgating him the last couple days.
I'm worried about Mountain Dew.
Ooh, you might. Yeah,
Well,
it's
no-
definitely it's like 50% yellow dye number 5.
I know.
well, his point, he's again, this is what he said about like yellow dyes and stuff. He's like, but if you go to Canada, right?
It's not allowed there, and it tastes like Mountain Dew.
Right. He's like, this is actually dyed with this thing, right? This thing that comes from nature. We just squeeze it, right? Instead of going to this thing, it's like, what is this? It's like,
This is what we use in antifreeze.
right. Well, in antifreeze, they're just kind of like, so
Oh, my guts winterized. You know,
when we confiscated the notes from Germany in 1944, and
that's
Yeah.
good, yeah.
because that's the thing is the thing they've been doing recently is like going to basically like Fruit Loops America versus Fruit Loops. It's like this has like 30 less ingredients,
Why is that?
Cheaper.
cheaper.
Ours is cheaper, or theirs is cheaper?
Ours is way cheaper.
Okay.
Way cheaper.
So how much would you pay for a box of Fruit Loops in like Canada? I don't know.
I don't
Has
know.
anybody seen that? Like, is there?
I don't know what the actual metrics
Or like the
are, but
yeah, like the
the
like
reason they're
Mountain Dew.
doing it is literally just to cut costs.
Right? Yeah, make more money.
Two things to either cut costs and extend the shelf life, which also
That also
Yeah.
cuts costs. Yeah, I got that.
What I can tell you is, there is a brand of cereal out there if you're carb conscious called Magic Spoon.
Okay.
Okay, it comes in a little box about this big
Okay.
for about $10 a box.
Really?
That is a ripoff, and I only mean it.
Well, that's the thing though, is to eat super healthy, it costs way more.
Well, all right. In this case, it's
No, you just
in this.
have to cook. So, yeah.
No,
that-
I mean like to make a dinner that's healthy versus something that's processed, it's gonna cost way more.
Really?
Well, no.
I don't know, man. I mean, like I feed my family pretty cheap, but you know, like I don't like it's like fresh vegetables and you know,
Like a box of cereal.
I don't even have cereal in my house.
But
so
think
I
of a
couldn't tell you.
family that usually feeds their kids
Yeah.
a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
One box of cereal will last what, 4 days, 5 days
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
for one person.
Yeah.
So you're saying less than $1 per meal
I don't know.
versus if you want to give them fresh
But
eggs or potato or whatever.
the implication is that you eat cereal 3 times a day.
No, I'm just saying for the breakfast.
Right. That's for the breakfast. Well, because I mean, here's the thing: you could flip that out and say like, all right, well, I'm gonna make you fresh oatmeal, which is oatmeal, right? There ain't nothing else
Absolutely
in that.
dirt cheap.
You can get that stuff. You can get the. All right. The
You gotta put sugar in it, man.
well, you'll remember like the heavy cardboard cylinder that they used to sell.
The Quaker Oats with the
Yeah.
guy on it.
Yeah.
They still
Like,
sell that.
They still sell that. It was never good. I mean, but that's
you gotta-
breakfast. That's breakfast. There's plenty of places around the country right now that instead of oatmeal, you're gonna have grits. You're gonna have
That's gross.
Grits
I-
are kind of nasty.
I've never even tried it. I
Yeah.
can't get past how it looks, man. That is.
I've tried to like it over and over. It just needs a ridiculous amount of butter for it to even like start to approach like
it's
it doesn't
yeah.
even look like
it is
food.
far less superior to like other sides like hash browns.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right.
Far
No,
less.
that's exactly. So yeah, that's the problem. Is in a world where hash browns exist,
There's no
grits
reason.
has no place unless
They
I mean,
try and throw it at you everywhere at Waffle House. Like it is with every meal, and you have
Yeah.
to specifically
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
"I don't want
I
the
don't want
grits.
the grits."
Give me toast."
again, yeah, that kind of thing. Like instead of cereal, 2 pieces of toast, right? That because I mean that's the same. I don't know how much a Pop Tart goes for right now, but I don't think they're cheap anymore either.
They're not that bad.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had one.
I mean, it's probably
you
like
get a lot of them for what you buy. So
the 6-pack probably costs you $4.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. I
A
mean,
little over $1 a meal. So right around $1 a meal for.
and I
And
understand
then
that
lunch will be
lunch
I don't know.
at $5,
oh Lord, no.
no.
$10.
You do a
For
sandwich.
kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
Peanut
no way.
butter and
$5 a
jelly.
meal? No way. Way less than that. PB&J?
PB&J.
Sure. Yeah, I mean
That'd
that
be the
costs like
standard.
50 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50. Well, you don't just send them with the sandwich. They're gonna have like a drink. They're gonna have. They're gonna have like a fruit. They're gonna have.
Yeah, so maybe like $2. So
I would say that's your $3.50.
But if you're saying, are you getting, so if you get fruit,
Yeah.
okay, so what are you saying? Like a bag of apples?
Sure.
those are great.
Okay,
They last
so
forever.
that's like $5, right?
Bag of apples.
Yeah.
Actually, they might be closer to 10 now.
I bought some
I
not
think
too long ago. I
they're
think
eight,
yeah, something like that.
7.
So
Or parents get,
well, okay.
or
that depends
parents
on-
get the little thing of chips, the bag, the
Yeah, the fun
individual-
pack.
yeah.
Yeah, the variety pack.
So you're going at the same cost versus,
Right, but to quote the guys from like GI Joe, they're like, you never see an NBA player eating a candy bar before a game.
wait, what?
Because the thing is, if you can get an apple or you can get a a thing of Fruit Sharks or whatever, right? Apple goes in you
Remember
because,
those?
because Apple's going to make you feel good. Fruit Shark's going to make you feel logy. They're going to make you run funny.
I don't know.
Ran fine.
Yeah.
They're going to make your stomach feel a little bit funny when you're going for runs.
I ran fine.
I remember
As a
eating Fruit Sharks.
child.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about.
What
Like,
are you talking about? I still eat sweets.
you still eat sweets, but I mean, would you? Okay, so how much pie would you eat before going straight to sleep?
Depends on how much was left.
I'm not as much of a pie person. I'm a cake person. I'd easily
You
eat
cake
my
eater.
full slice.
You just call him a cake eater.
I'm sorry.
I am a
I always have to do it, man.
Your man Christian's a cake eater.
I don't know the derogatory reference insulted by it, but
It's been around for a long
Well, it comes from two places. I remember it. So,
It was definitely in The Simpsons.
well, okay, so I remember it from the Mighty Ducks and from Clueless.
It was in Mighty Ducks too. Yeah,
Because they said it a million times in the Mighty Ducks.
they did.
And I think they meant it in two different ways. In the Mighty Ducks, they meant it as kind of like a you're rich.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like in Clueless, it meant you prefer the company of men.
Oh, I gotta.
what? Really?
Yeah, I got a confession to make. I have actually never seen Clueless. So
I have. I cannot remember where in that movie it says
He either says he's like your man Christian is,
cake eater.
cake eater.
or he calls him a cake eater or a cake boy. It's one of the two things.
Huh.
Huh.
Because remember, she's looking at him, but he turns out to be gay, and what it's Cher or the black girl, her boyfriend, right? He's the one that says he breaks it to her,
Gotcha.
and basically it's
That was not a detail. Wow, you have a lot of detail of that movie stored.
I've seen it once.
Damn, I do not store the data from
I've
Clueless.
seen it once.
I don't remember what I did yesterday.
That's, yeah, dude.
Wow, man, that is a pretty impressive detail to be pulling out from Clueless.
Well, it's weird because it was. I don't want to say it was. It was kind of. It was kind of like a landmark movie. I think.
It
Oh
was.
no, I was cool with it. I still think it's a fine movie.
I mean,
I never had anything.
being an adaptation of.
Okay, now this I won't know.
Oh God. Yeah.
What historical or what literary text is this coming from?
I have no clue. I've never seen it. So
Oh. Okay. Well, never mind.
yeah.
Well, no. What would it be?
Who is your least favorite professor that you ever had?
Oh, it's Jane Austen.
Okay.
Got it.
So this is it's an
modern
adaptation
adaptation.
of Pride and Prejudice.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
another book that I have never read
Well, I
and
definitely,
never plan on reading.
definitely never read it.
It's fine. It's
What? I had to read one book of, I think it was Emma. Or
oh wait, no, I think that was it. I think it's Emma.
Oh,
not
okay.
not Pride and Prejudice. I think it's Emma. Yeah.
yeah, I've never read Pride and Prejudice.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one where she ultimately hooks up with her half brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Emma. That's right.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's Clueless, huh?
Yes,
Does she hook up with her half brother?
it's a step brother.
Oh,
It is
Right.
still weird. And that's Paul Rudd. That is an extremely young
Oh,
Paul Rudd.
wow.
in that.
wow, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and the other thing is an extremely young Brittany Murphy is.
Yeah,
is-
I remember that.
she doesn't even look the same.
I always recognize her. I just forgot Paul Rudd was in there.
It's wild. Yes. But yeah, it was just
Does Alicia Silverstone look the same?
no.
Okay.
She doesn't age, man.
No, she got a little bit kooky there for a little bit.
I don't know. Every time I've seen a picture of her, she looks like she's still 18. So
She looked. I don't know the what was the
Nicole
heart,
Kidman
the deer
looks
heart
like-
thing, whatever.
Yeah,
Wasn't she
yeah,
in
yeah.
there?
Yep.
Who?
Yep.
And she looked weathered. And
Yeah.
who?
Alicia Silverstone.
Killing of a Sacred Deer.
That one, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I was like, oh,
Oh,
man,
okay.
you.
I saw some pictures of Nicole Kidman the other day. She looks like she's 80. So
Yeah.
Like,
Unless the cameras are on.
dude, I have no idea, man. I mean, basically being that ginger apparently is really detrimental to your health. You know?
Well, I mean, I want you to imagine for a moment that you've been injecting yourself with the toxin of botulism for 40 years.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't say for sure that it has a cumulative effect or not.
When you just keel over somebody.
But given the fact that when she speaks, her face doesn't move and hasn't done so for like 30 years, I can't say that it doesn't have a negative impact. It's
I hadn't seen her in a while, so I was
She's
just.
just done Netflix shows.
Does she?
Well, no,
Okay.
she was in the Norseman. She was I mean,
Oh yeah, she was.
she does movies that we don't see.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the thing.
Which would be all of them.
Well, in
my case.
that's kind of it. Yeah, that's sort of the trick there. No, like when you mentioned Alicia Silverstone, so she went through this weird thing where I guess, and I was not one of these people where after she was in that shitty Joel Schumacher Batman and Batman Forever,
Is that the George Clooney one?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, evidently they would call her fat girl. They said that she looked
Right.
pudgy, right?
Ooh, Nicole Kidman?
No,
No.
Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, okay.
That they were having like grease her up to fit her into the suit.
I remember that.
And
Yeah.
I never thought that she looked fat or anything, but so I guess she took that like really to heart. So like afterwards, she like disappeared, and she spent like the next like 10 years like skinny as a rail, only focusing on like raising her kids. And she was like one of those fucking weird moms that would like chew their food for them.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and feed it to them like a bird. And yeah, and then she popped up after like 10 years being missing, looking a little bit like, you haven't eaten right in 10 years, have you? Because somebody called you fat. Yeah, she went like pure vegetarian after that, and yeah, it's just kind of like a sad one. I guess I haven't watched it since the seasons became stupid, but I guess that blonde girl from The Boys is like total.
Oh, I guess she's terrible looking right now.
Yeah.
Why? What
yeah.
happened to her?
I have no idea, but they're like, if she's not on camera with all the makeup and everything, she's just a wreck.
And she's just had like 15 different surgeries. Like her face
Ooh.
looks completely different. And they were trying to pin it on. They were like, oh, guys are so mean online. I'm like, this shit that's being said, this is not what guys would say. Guys don't say this kind of shit about women in this regard. This is women's criticism.
Guys almost never talk shit about women like that.
No,
No, they really don't.
like the only thing they're gonna say is she's fat.
If they even care. So
Well, normally they'll preface it with, "Well, if it's your kind of thing,
yeah, sure.
right?"
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you put her face like side by side from like season 1 to season like whatever it is now, oh my god, it's like a different person. And again, it's the same thing. They're like, "Oh, this guy's falling off." Fuck off. Guys don't care. Guys don't bully women for that kind of stuff. They just don't.
Yeah.
Women do.
Yeah, I guess. I don't.
Guys would bully other guys for getting fat. Like if Jason Momoa got fat, guys would pick on it.
I wouldn't pick on
Russell
Jason
Crowe got
Momoa.
fat.
Oh, he
And
got
they
way
picked on
fat.
Russell Crowe for getting
And he
fat.
didn't care. He
Right,
still
he's
fights
like-
you.
He just,
He's like, yeah, I'm fat now.
Right. Yeah.
Get me some fat rolls. I want to play a
Some
fat
butter,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean like food, but I mean,
oh, I thought you meant. I was like, yeah.
No,
Oh,
like,
call me
you-
fat. Give me some fat roll.
you're gonna tell me there aren't any movies that need fat guys? Okay, well, I'm a good fat actor.
Then they make him Zeus
Oh yeah, they
Oh,
did
that's
do
right,
that.
in that-
Yeah,
in the
That's
god awful
stupid.
Thor
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
we did do that. I hear that Gladiator movie was hot garbage.
Is
So,
it?
yeah,
I haven't seen
have
any
you heard that?
reviews or anything.
I've heard it's pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, it does nothing to.
I hear it's about an hour too long. So
Well, so the thing is, it's supposed to be like essentially beat for beat the original, but worse. So, it's just totally unnecessary. It's
Yeah.
like, do you want to sit down to see a worse version of a film that you already liked? It's like, well, no, because I'd rather watch something I like.
right.
This is not. It's not like the original movie came out in 1951.
No, we went and saw it. So
Right.
yeah, when it came
Right.
out.
So it's not supposed to be a sequel. It's just supposed.
It is. It's sort of it's a follow up. So it's got the kid in it, Lucius. He's grown up, and now he. Oh my God! Guess what? He becomes a slave. Has to go and
Right.
fight in the arena for his
Right.
freedom, and
Right.
and
And he's
Denzel
hidden.
Washington.
And there's
in
a
it.
guy that looks just like Communist doing the thumbs down thing.
Those two guys are brothers. So yeah. Because Rome, for a brief period of time here, apparently had two
Right.
emperors. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. This is true. That did happen.
Well, yeah, they always had two consuls, so not emperors.
Right.
So they bend in the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. From my understanding, it is a subpar version of everything that happened in the first
Even
one.
with Denzel, huh?
I wouldn't want Denzel in that movie.
He gets to fight.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know.
And he has to probably die some heroic way.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
He's
if
the
he...
bad guy.
Oh, he's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a sub villain.
Oh. Alright.
So there's a main villain and a sub villain.
Well, the Communist guy. I'm guessing that has to be the villain, the guy that's like.
I don't know. So
Yeah, he's one of them. Yes.
one of the two.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go see it. So it'll come to me.
That
eventually.
doesn't count.
Yeah,
You don't go see anything.
that's true. Yeah.
Like, you're more.
This didn't get me off the couch. We'll put it that way.
Right.
So I'm waiting for the movie where it's like, yeah, I'd like to go see that. So
That's been 5
Star
years?
Wars 2. So yeah, for episode 8. It's the
God,
last
is
time that
that-
I went to the theater. It's
Let-
got to be like
6,
18 or 19.
7
18?
years ago? 6 years ago?
I don't know. I've never even seen the last one.
I have.
Yeah. You told me not to see it.
I didn't pay,
I wouldn't pay either.
and it was subtitled in Chinese.
Cool.
Well,
I did pay.
that's unfortunate.
I pay to see bad stuff plenty of times.
Yeah, you go see movies all the time.
I do.
Yeah.
It's my thing.
Well, you also have kids. I mean,
I can go do it without kids.
I know.
I saw the last Venom movie.
How was it? You're shaking your head.
They did the whole thing where they try and make it without Venom. Like Batman without being Batman, Iron Man without being Iron Man. They had a very dumb way.
Wasn't the story on that something like that? That like every time he became Venom, it would.
It set off a tracker
Right. Right.
so that these things could come hunt him down.
Right.
You know why he chooses to use his power?
No.
To dance with the lady that like is in the shop.
Oh, in the first movie,
Yeah,
the Asian lady.
yeah.
Well, there is.
I'm like, oh my god, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, I don't. Well, they're all made by a woman.
Is it the same one?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Some no-name chick. I don't really know her from anywhere, but I mean, this is the kind of thing where you take your audience and you say like, all right, so what do you like about Venom? It's like, well, I like the brain eating. I like the
I like Venom.
I like the visual design. I like the lethal protector angle. And they're like, in some ways, in that first movie, they got me because there's this moment where he's like making Eddie eat tater tots, and it made me laugh because it was so far out of
They were
nowhere.
frozen.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, this is okay. But the more it went into the like dance routines and stuff like that, like, this is clearly a woman's work. You know nothing about the people that enjoy this property.
And they just have to keep fighting more
Venoms.
Venoms and symbiote creatures and all
Right.
this. It's like, oh god, stop.
Remember the end of the first movie, I liked everything but the Venom parts because I was like, their whole thing was, it's two black blobs fighting in the dark on a rocket ship. Like, that happened. And like in Europe,
It was
and
black and like dark.
Cool.
do forgive me. Okay, so it was black against like a very dark charcoal. And
In the right light, you could see the difference.
in the dark, and the rocket was moving, and these are basically amorphous type creatures without like solid forms.
Yeah. So you had no. Yeah.
That would make me seasick.
It was fine for the first movie.
It's I can't.
And I
look at it
get
saying, like,
bringing
hate
in
this.
Carnage. But this one, man, it just was like, he couldn't be Venom, but all the other symbiotes that were Venom creatures
Esque, yes.
all got to help in fighting this thing that cannot die, and there's thousands of them out there on this one planet that's all being sent here.
And they're all Venoms and
Well, no, these aren't Venoms. These are, I can't remember what the hell they
like
call
dogs or whatever.
There's some sort of things that like
dogs.
Hit dogs.
so they can like just ingest people and like the blood spits out of the back of their head. Like they don't actually eat them. They just like are like wood chippers.
So that sounds kind of awesome.
I mean, they were just inhaling humans because then they could eat the symbiotes and like.
Well, again, this is. I'm sorry. This is what happens when you don't gatekeep. I'm sorry.
It was.
Stop
I was
letting
literally
women-
almost gonna leave the theater. I was just like,
Right.
Wow, that
I
bad.
was like, oh come on. Oh, well, the dancing part was just so dumb.
Yeah.
And that's not for
They
guys.
already-
Still got Tom Hardy in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they keep making it where now Venom has to split off more often so that Tom Hardy's face can be seen while talking.
Right.
And it's like, there's just no point to that.
Well, it's not like Tom Hardy's not an attractive man.
No, he just acts really well.
Yes, but he can act with a fucking like razor tooth face on it, and
Well,
it's
his
funny.
face is usually covered up.
Right. Right.
Like in Peaky Blinders, he's great. His face is covered up. Like, you can barely tell it too.
What is Peaky Blinders?
Oh, you haven't watched
I don't know
that?
what Peaky Blinders is.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
That one's
That one's
fantastic.
fun. It's a TV show.
they're making a movie.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tom Hardy makes that series, though. Like, everybody was like, oh, we really love Cillian Murphy. It was like, no, it's Tom Hardy.
I like killing.
I like him too, man, but he's just like mopey the entire time, you know? So
Has he ever like played a non-mopey role?
no.
I don't ever recall him being.
Happy in life.
No.
Oh.
I don't see like a casting guy. I mean, it's like, well, it's down to Cillian Murphy or Chris Pratt. You know, I just don't.
This is an easy one.
Well, when Cillian Murphy smiles, it looks like it hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
It looks like it hurts. him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He's got that Adrian Brody thing going on. Yeah, like your
Well, he
face is
just takes
not.
random roles. He just pops up in stuff.
Who?
Adrian Brody.
Who is he?
Well, okay, so if this is a guy that's in, like, what was that super depressing like Holocaust movie that he was in? It was brilliant, but The Pianist.
Pianist, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Oh.
play the piano, but
No, different movie.
Different movie.
Different
Okay,
movie.
I know who he is.
he won an Oscar and he was like dancing on like he was like running on the seats
We can
and
kiss
stuff.
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know who you're talking about.
So he's
Really
in
big
that.
nose.
Yeah.
He was in Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah,
He was the American-
Yeah, he was the American guy. He did a good job. Actually, he had that accent down. So yeah, but
But that's the weird thing is you see Adrian Brody in The Pianist, and then you're like, is this Predators?
Yeah, that even that like he is in the weirdest of roles. He just
Like, you
pops up
are-
and you're like, whoa,
It's
okay.
like I don't know which person you think you're channeling. You're not really Bruce Willis or something where you go from like action to serious. You're like always serious, man. That's what your face says. Same thing goes with Cillian Murphy. Again, it's just like I kind of know what I'm getting. It's like I think I'm getting.
You're gonna be suffering through life.
yeah.
I feel like I'm getting some Oppenheimer out of you.
Definitely on that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly.
A romantic comedy, yeah, that's not.
Somebody would do it. They used to do that shit all the time. They used to as like that was their angle.
Oh,
of
throwing
funny.
Schwarzenegger into.
Oh.
Well, no,
But he actually made it work. But
no. When they take that was the thing. They take
Yeah.
a serious actor and they put it against like a funny woman as their juxtaposition for making a romantic comedies. But that, I'm sorry, that genre is like all but passed.
It has. I mean, it died when Matthew McConaughey moved to Texas. So-
That's true. Yeah. It's odd.
he was just on speed dial, man. He'd be like, "Yep, I'll do it.
Man, I
I'll be there
haven't
next
seen him
weekend."
in anything
He moved to
with-
Texas, so
so he just quit. So
I don't
got
know.
enough money
Yeah.
to own half of Texas.
I don't know, man. I know he's got like 9 kids or something like that. So
He seems at this point, every time I see him talk, he seems like the most relaxed dude
Oh
I've
yeah.
seen in my life.
yeah. Well, he fled Hollywood way before all the COVID stuff hit. So
Did he? Okay.
He
Yeah,
did.
yeah, you're right. You're
he
right.
did.
I saw him at the Texas game.
Did you?
Yeah. Because he's on the sidelines.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what were you doing there?
I'm not at the game. Oh my god.
That's far.
Hey, for me.
Get on an airplane. That's weird. The only movie I watched recently was Rocky 1.
Oh wow.
That is like the most charming movie I have seen in years.
It is
What?
so nice and short too, man.
What was the inspiration of queuing that up?
So on some of my subscriptions, there are some people that occasionally they'll watch movies and they'll just kind of like react to it, right? And one of them watched Rocky and she got like 4 minutes and I'm like, oh yeah, you stop. I'm gonna go watch this.
Oh, I can
gonna
do
watch
this.
it. I
I can do
haven't
this
seen this.
myself. Yeah.
It's I'll come check and see what you say afterwards. But I haven't seen this in so long because like I had forgotten like how ridiculously charming Rocky is in the first movie.
That's the one where he's beating up on the beef slabs, right?
Yeah. He's just like he's beating up people for the mob, and Mickey's disgusted with him, but he's still like the nicest human being on the planet. And I was like, I don't remember this. I remember everything for me is sort of, I don't want to say tainted. I mean, but it sort of is by everything that follows later, right? Where
Rocky?
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's this point where I mean, you know, I joke about it, but you say like, what are the things that caused the Soviet Union to fall? It's,
Right. Yeah.
one Scorpion song, a mistake,
A mistake.
and the ending of Rocky 4.
Right. We can change.
Yeah. If I can change,
You can change.
we all can change, right? And like when it gets to
Anyway,
Rocky
yeah.
4 and like the Foley artists are like exploding sticks of dynamite
I
to make
know,
the sound
yes.
of the gloves hitting people
Yes.
versus the first movie where it actually feels like boxing.
Yeah. So it doesn't have this, like superhuman, fucking German cyborg.
Punching the machine, and they're like, guys, that's at the force of like a
It's
crocodile.
a gunshot.
Yeah.
Gunshot. Yeah. Yeah.
Like a crocodile's jaws, man.
Right.
But it's so
I always
like
thought that
was
movie was
real.
overrated.
The first one?
No, Rocky 4. So.
I don't think it's. I think some people rate it highly.
Oh yeah, there are some people. I mean, it's just like the epitome of like good movie making in the '80s. It's like, oh man, that's not even a good one, man. So, they all stink except for the first one. They really do.
No, the second one is basically it's like The Godfather 2 to
Is it?
yeah.
I didn't think it was that good.
It picks up basically where the first movie
It does.
ends, and again, this is before Apollo Creed becomes a joke. Basically,
Yeah.
when does Mr. T enter your movie franchise?
Oh,
That'd be the third movie.
Okay.
And
yeah.
so that's what I mean. That's the one that has Hulk Hogan in it.
See, that one I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that one. I
Yeah.
don't remember much of 2. So
2 is the one where he actually it's their
beats
rematch.
Apollo Creed.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't remember that one being that great. So
That's fantastic.
okay.
It's
But I mean, like the same thing's true with Rambo movies. They all suck except for the first one. They're terrible.
yeah, the second one is
It's awful.
it's so different in tone. It's
No, it goes
I don't
silly.
think I've watched any of them.
It really?
the first movie's brilliant.
The first movie was
absolutely
fantastic.
brilliant. It actually sticks up to this day. It is
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't have the cheesiness that usually accompanies like you're not watching 1984 Dune where you're like, oh my god, this movie why are the lasers in this movie all just like negative scratches? I mean, it's just like
What are these boxes? You know?
I mean, I know what the books like. You're not wrong, okay? But this is a hell of an interpretation.
It's
It's like,
supposed to be a ring, dude. You know?
hey, I'll say this in the new version, they get that's so much.
I haven't seen the second one yet.
I haven't either. I was going
Yeah.
to, yeah. I just kept putting it off.
I might have to go rent that.
I think I saw the second one.
Did you? Yeah. I want to see that because the first one was really good.
I really enjoyed it. I mean, there are some things that like. I'm sure. Yeah, actually, I remember talking to your wife about it. She's like, "That's wrong." It was like that. That's not right. But there's enough in there where it's like the imagination works. It's like this is.
Oh, and she hates the David Lynch one. Absolutely hates it. So yeah,
I love every performance in that
I know you
movie.
do. I
Is
know.
that the old one?
That's the old
Yes.
one. There's
Every-
actually an older one too. Yeah.
Like a BBC one.
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
some weird.
Yeah.
3 versions now?
There's four.
There's four.
Four?
Yeah, Sci-Fi did one like maybe 20 years
Yeah.
ago. They did a whole mini series of
Yeah.
it. It's way longer than all the others. So,
Whoa.
yeah. It's actually pretty good.
Huh.
So
There's a series on HBO now, too.
what with Dune?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna. I forgot about that. I was gonna watch it. There was another movie that I was told to watch.
Maybe I'll
It
watch
was-
that this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There was another short movie that I was supposed to watch. A kind of like a horror movie that like took the world by storm. It's just the one with Demi Moore in it.
Demi Moore?
Yeah, where it's about basically like Clayface.
I don't know anything about this.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think it's called
What?
like The Substance or something like that, and it's about basically like that sort of like aging.
Oh, I haven't seen Demi Moore in a movie in ages.
That's the point.
Yeah.
she's actually playing old.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
but anyway, yeah. That's The Substance. I think it's called. Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube Movies has oh, what's that fucking crazy movie with Demi Moore?
The one, the Dan Aykroyd.
The Dan Aykroyd one.
Nothing But
Nothing
Trouble.
but trouble. It's on there.
movie
I had to
is-
watch like 15 minutes of it. And I was like, I'm good, man.
It is Strange.
It's so strange, man. It's the one where like Chevy Chase is just like, please kill him, please throw him into the wood chipper, you know, or the roller coaster, you know.
Oh, the bone.
The bone stripper.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, there are horrific elements in that movie. Like, just genius.
But
If
all
it
Dan
weren't
Aykroyd.
for that fucking movie, if this were a real movie,
This is what you get when you let Dan Aykroyd do what he wants to do. It is exactly what you get. Yeah. So yeah,
yeah,
and all those guys like John Candy's in that. He plays like 3 different characters
yes, he
in it.
does. So one, of course, is a cross dressing.
One of them is a cross dresser. So and you can just tell that he is like, I'm doing this because Dan asked me to. So and he's my buddy.
We're friends. We're always going to be friends.
We're always going to be friends.
Someday I'm going to ask him to be in something stupid, and
Yeah.
I want him to say yes.
Yeah.
And he would say
And then he
yes
died.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Then he died.
yeah.
So
It's so strange.
it's really weird, but like the YouTube like movie library is getting enormous. So
Is it?
It really is. So and they're all free. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not short of anything to watch.
No. Yeah, I mean,
Still.
well, no, and I turned my TV back on just so I could watch football for a little bit. So
Oh, there you go.
yeah,
Well, I thought you did that for the baseball playoffs.
I did it specifically for the
Yeah.
baseball playoffs, and then it was Sunday. I was like, I bet you Denver's on. Yep.
I might actually watch a show on regular TV.
An actual like
What's the
the
show?
So I've watched all of Suits.
Oh,
and
the
they-
new one.
They have a new one
They
coming
do.
out in February. I'm
It's like L.A., isn't it? Yeah.
oh, dude, they played the jingle in the commercial today, and I was like, oh, I might watch it.
I
might
never
watch
watched
a
that.
show on actual TV again. Oh,
An actual network over
Yeah,
there, fucking,
I'm like,
you know,
oh my
Magic
God.
Space TV.
I'd have to actually be there and watch it. Like, oh, I'm sure you can just
I never got into that
queue it
one.
up somehow. I
Yeah.
haven't messed with regular TV in so long. I don't even know if you have to set it to record anymore, or
Mm-mm.
if they're just all there.
It's just there.
Oh no.
I'm not asking you. You heard, but you haven't dabbled with real TV in
Oh man,
what, 15 years?
no, on my television. Well, no, I had YouTube TV for a while. I just wasn't watching it.
Yeah, I turned mine off until baseball season because I wasn't.
Oh, is it
using
YouTube TV that
It's
you're watching
YouTube
regular
TV.
TV? Ah, okay.
I did.
It's not cheap though, man.
No.
So it's like $90. So
Wow.
yeah,
When I was signed up for it, this was back when they were
Trying to get you to.
unsure.
it was
They
like
were,
$15.
Yeah, they
I
were-
remember that. I signed up too.
Yeah.
So and then discovered it's like this is brilliant, you know. So and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're gonna make it $45, and then like a week later we're gonna make it $55. So,
Yeah, and then I kind of at that point I was like, wait a second, I don't watch anything.
right.
All I do is I come in here, I it's like a bad buffet. I come in here and I just sneer at the food and then walk right out.
Well, you had to pay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I didn't eat anything. I didn't even like take a drink. I'm like, oh my god, because then I have to tip. Yeah, it sucks. It just sucks. I don't know. Maybe it's all in the pay services, but I guess I'm not seeing it. And whatever advertising they're doing just isn't reaching me. And I guess I'm okay with that because there's nothing out there. So like for the most part that says you need to see this. This is either calling out to you or this feels like something like a big cultural thing. I'm like,
Oh, you mean TV shows?
yeah. I'm like,
No, I got
it's been a
nothing.
while since Tiger King, dude. You know, it's
I wonder if Donald Trump's gonna let him out.
does he deserve to be let out?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. So
I feel like he is a criminal.
he certainly comes across as one.
Don't they
yes.
only do their pardons at the end of their term?
Well, you can do it whenever.
But
Yeah.
do they ever do that?
I'm sure.
Ford did.
It's going way back.
Oh right. That was his boss, man.
Well, just saying it happened.
It did happen. Yeah.
Well, you know what? There are ones that can happen midterm because, like, well, wait a second.
Didn't a journalist or something?
it happened a couple times. I mean, Kim Kardashian got Kanye West to get hit. You know, what was it? He pardoned a whole bunch of people in the middle of his last term. So because people asked him nicely. So you remember that whole thing?
It was something stupid. It was
like
something-
anybody who had like a drug offense that was
Yeah,
more than like
yeah.
25 years old or something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was something.
It
like
wasn't
that.
a
He was
non-zero
actually
number.
running around
Yeah.
pretending to be a lawyer. Yeah, or I'm going to be a lawyer. Lawyer.
Well, I think she did pass the bar.
I don't. Did she?
Yeah, you don't have to actually go to law school to pass the bar in California.
Yeah. So, but I don't know if she actually passed the bar.
I thought she did.
Who?
Maybe Kim Kardashian.
Oh, really?
I don't think she. I think she was going to try it. So
That's one of the hardest states to like.
it's
pass their
absolutely
test.
the hardest one to pass the bar in. So, and then the thing that's special about California that's different than all, they only let so many people take it. a year.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
she passed.
I thought she did, but that again, that could be wrong. I know that she was.
I would have. I totally misjudged her if she has.
Well,
Well, I don't think she's dumb. So,
right.
I don't
So
think she was smart, but
let me. I'll just say this about Kardashians. Right.
I don't know anything about
They have nothing. They're virtually nothing. They have a look. They look like a lot of Armenian people with plastic surgery. They're not talented, but they have surrounded themselves with the absolute best staff and the right staff to make them extremely popular. And that does take a certain amount of genius,
Yeah.
because it means that you like, because if you look at somebody like at the base, you're like, well, at least this person can sing, or at least like this is an actor or something. It's like, no, you guys are just fucking nobodies in California that are the like nepo children that everybody should hate, right?
Yeah, but they don't because their dad was loved. So he was the OJ guy. So wasn't he?
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were talking.
Kardashian.
I thought you were talking about.
Old man
Bruce Jenner.
Kardashian? No. They're original. Okay, so it's a mixed family, but
Right.
Bruce Jenner is number 2.
Right,
So
right.
yeah. So or is he?
No, the father is
Is she
Robert
still going
Kardashian.
by? Is it still Caitlyn or did she? What?
It's just,
I haven't seen her in a while.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
no. It's just
Because I know she came out pro Trump and everybody's
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?"
you want to talk about being disowned by your community.
Damn, that was the funniest bit in South Park, though, man. That whole like Trump thing. So with Garrison and Caitlyn Jenner as his running mate and Buckle Up Buckaroo. So fucking funny.
I don't know, man. I suffered through that one. I
Run
was like,
over
get this,
people
get
left
this,
and right,
get this
man.
over with. I mean, the point where they were saying like you were basically invulnerable to any kind of criticism because you have made this change. And every time it was like you were going to refer to this person as stunning and brave. If you say the name at all.
He did that, yeah. So back when that was like, I mean, almost to the point in time where it was like, her whole shtick at that point in time was basically taken on by South Park, and then she leans into it,
Right. Right. Yeah.
so, which was great. So, but anyway,
Yeah, to her credit, she was like, actually, you motherfuckers have taken it this too far. And
Right,
the rest of the tranny community, like, fucking gasped at once,
Oh, they did,
said, like,
yeah.
Jacques, and, yeah, just, like, Sparta kicked her, like, straight out of the community, and it was wild.
yeah, I haven't seen her in a while, man. So,
Yeah, it pops up every now and then, basically, Caitlyn Jenner pops up every now and then advocating for trans people to not be in each other's sports.
yeah, I have seen that.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but she was the second. So the first guy, Robert Kardashian, I think his name was Robert.
Yeah.
So
That was the dad.
that was the dad. He was one of OJ's lawyers, and
Yeah.
then after that, he became like a lawyer to a whole bunch of stars. So, and everybody loved him, and then he died young. So
Well, he's not the one that founded LegalZoom, is he?
he might have been. He might have been. So, yeah, maybe. All those guys, like,
Because it was Dershowitz,
he's the only one that's still alive. It was Johnny Cochran.
Cochran,
He's
Dershowitz,
dead.
Shapiro.
Oh
Cochran's
yeah,
dead.
Cochran died.
Oh.
Yeah, a while ago. So,
I didn't know he died either.
yeah, he died.
And,
So did
Kardashian.
the judge, actually. He died.
Yeah, I
Judge
heard
Ito?
that.
Yeah, he died. He
Oh.
died a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So,
That dude did not know his place.
I don't know. I felt bad. For
He
him.
thought he was a rock star.
Who, Ito?
Yeah.
I don't remember that
Yeah.
much about it. All I remember is the prosecutor with the bad perm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She fucking looked like Eazy-E. Like, Jesus.
He kind of did.
Christ.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, aside from like the pale whiteness and yeah.
Oh, and
Oh
OJ
my
died.
god.
What's that?
OJ died.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
died
he
a
did.
little while
He just
ago.
died not
Yeah,
too long ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after stealing his own Heisman Trophy, going back to jail for another decade. So,
I don't know what to take of all that, man. That's just a weird part in American history if you think about it. Because if you want to talk about some inconsequential shit, right, that somehow became the biggest deal in the world, right?
well, it was a time where that was a big deal because there was nothing else really going on, man. So
Did that mean that we were just in a better place societally?
I think,
Like,
yeah,
this was-
I actually do think we were. I mean, like Bill Clinton was your president. This is before Monica Lewinsky and all that shit happened.
Okay.
So this was after the riots. So, you know,
Right,
yeah,
right.
So, yeah, it was different. Yeah, it was totally different.
Like, so what approximate years would that have been? Like 95, 96?
93, 94, I think.
OJ?
I thought so.
I
Yeah,
was still in high school.
I was in high school. Yeah.
I was in high school
Maybe
when the
90.
verdict came out.
I think it was 93, 94. So somewhere in there.
94, maybe 95. No, somewhere
I
out
thought
there.
it was earlier. It wasn't later in the decade. So it definitely wasn't going on, like the last couple of years when I was in high school. So it was over by then.
Well, you just graduated, what, 96?
Yeah. Now his civil case might have been going on because that went on for
I'm certain,
years.
I'm
Yeah.
certain.
So
But the car chase?
oh, that was way earlier. That was way earlier.
See, I'm almost inclined
I'm
to say it was
horrible
later.
at saying which years it is. I'm
Yeah.
terrible.
And the only reason, okay, this is all going to hinge on one specific thing: is when did Duke Nukem 3D come out?
I don't know, Chap.
Because I remember killing some fool.
I remember playing it at Qzar, so
Well, here's the thing: with its brand of edgy humor, there's actually
the LA
references.
Pigs. That's right.
Well, there's that, but if you go in like the TV screens, they actually have like
The
a
white
little
Bronco,
gif of the white
yeah.
Bronco, and the words "innocent" and "guilty" are spattered all over because the trial hadn't ended.
Okay.
So it all depends on when that goddamn game came.
Just look it up, Jesus.
It's not. It's-
I don't
I'm
know.
not
man.
going to look up because it's better to hear the stories if everybody's trying to
So-
figure it out.
I'm
terrible
I'm
at
out.
trying
Yeah,
to figure out what
I'm out.
years it is.
So, yeah.
Because the final judgment happened in like spring, right?
Oh, when did the riots happen? So the Rodney King riots were like 88, 89, right?
What?
Or were they like 91, 92?
the
When was it?
LA the Rodney King ones?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was definitely in the 90s.
Was
Okay.
it? I thought it was.
But that was before OJ, right?
Oh yeah, that was definitely before.
Okay, so that was before OJ. But then weren't there other riots after the OJ? No, because he got off. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So the riots were first. So
But okay, so you know what? Riots 92.
okay, 92.
Right. Because I remember watching, that was the name of that documentary, LA 92.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so the riots were in 92. Because I was like, because when you said 89, I'm like, before the fucking Berlin Wall fell? I was like, no way.
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I'm wrong about that.
So yeah, that was 92, and then so part of the OJ conspiracy, quote unquote, was that people were afraid. They were saying that the ball was being kicked onto the green because they thought there would be another riot.
Right,
if-
right.
But I'm saying the judgment came in the spring, right?
I think so, something like that.
There's no way it was in spring of '96. It wasn't right before we graduated.
No, it
would
was
have
way
been
before
95.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was 95.
That I,
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Well, okay,
There's
so
no way it was 96.
okay, so I can say this. I was in. So when Duke Nukem 3D came out, I was taking Algebra 3-4 in the portables. So what was the math breakdown for the Smack kids back then? It was
There's no way I could tell you that.
I couldn't tell you that.
okay, no, let's walk it backwards. Okay, so 12th would have been Calc, correct?
Not for me.
Yeah.
Well, you took Calc in 12th grade,
And then
okay?
Trig
Trig
is
would have been
supposed to be
11th.
Before that.
Would have been 11th, right?
It's
And then
algebra.
10th would have been Algebra
I
3
thought that
4.
was geometry.
Geometry is like
Geometry was
eighth.
10th. Algebra 1 2, it was Algebra 1 2 geometry, Algebra 3 4 trigonometry, calculus. So that would have been my 10th grade year. My 10th grade year would have been, I graduated in 1998.
That's 96. That's not
There's
correct.
no way.
No, because that would have been. Yeah, it's going to be 95 or 96.
Okay.
If it was in the spring, and I think it was in the spring, then it had to be 95.
I would buy a 95.
Then that could be.
I think so. I will look this up afterwards. We will not do this now, but this is
Riveting radio.
Our listener is probably like, die with.
no, fuck this, because right now there's people right now that are walking back these things in the same way. They're thinking about their high school experiences. They're thinking about what was going on with OJ in their lives, right?
They would just Google it.
Not necessarily about dissecting the goddamn year, but in terms of where was I when these things were going on? What were my social situations? Did I have friends that believed strongly in this?
No. Arguments like this over at the yacht club are instantaneously settled by Siri.
That doesn't encourage you to flex brain muscles at all.
Nobody's there to actually flex brain muscles.
You're drinking. You're not.
You're
flexing.
drinking and watching football. Yeah.
Stop talking about this.
Yeah. Gosh.
I saw another thing. So I was watching some of the VTubers because they came to Las Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that they did, I was like, wow, this really hits the nail on the head. Was while they were there, they're like, we must shoot some guns while we're in this country. And
Vegas is a good place to do it.
yes,
Yeah.
and this is something that I think some parts of the world understand it, because these are three little Japanese women, and as they said it, like, there is nothing this fun to do in Japan. I love this.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
And they're like, I was like, that's a good point, because I was like, why does America seem to love this so much? And I'm like, it is a totally different experience, and if you just can't do that in your country,
I would not live there. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's just a
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I've made that argument for years. I mean, the thing that, like, everybody tries to use, like, oh, I got to defend my home, blah.
Right.
It's like, oh, I use this for sport hunting, blah. No, guns are just fun, man.
illuminary
So, yeah, guns
Which,
are cool.
I got it.
So, like, I hate it when people use it. It's like, well, I buy this for self-defense. It's like, just leave your fucking house, okay? So if he's going to take your TV, let him take your TV, okay? Call the cops, all right? So that's not what you have guns in your house for, man, unless you're some kind of paranoid dude. You have guns because they're fucking cool.
Do you think some of those people would totally blow away a robber?
Totally. Yeah, I mean, there are people out there that if it wasn't legal, if it wasn't illegal, they would set up booby traps for people,
Right.
So, yeah.
I think there are some people that kind of. So I ran into this again. One of my channels is basically like people getting into fist fights,
Okay.
right?
Shocking.
Shocking, yeah, exactly. This
Well-
isn't just MMA.
No, these are
This has to be on the
are-
street. Random
okay,
occurrence.
yeah, random occurrence.
Yes. And there's every now and then you see a video of a guy that actually takes down like a robber, right? Or takes down like a purse thief.
Yeah, sure.
And I just brought up the point. I was like, how many guys kind of privately wish they had this opportunity sometime in their life?
Oh, probably quite a few.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was almost all. It was
They
just.
say so, but would they?
Yeah.
Well, you
I mean, the
weren't here for
data
this.
kind of bears that out.
You weren't
so.
here for this, Will, but when Pat and I talked about this, the data said like 1/3 of all adult males say they could take a bear in a fist fight.
Yeah, I've met some of them.
You
So-
rip your dick off.
So keep that in mind that people are not great. They're not great gauges. of
I'm
their own
actually
strength.
picturing what they would
Yes.
be in the situation.
Yes, yes. And if you've seen, I mean, one of the things that I see here is adults getting into these just semi-retarded slap fights,
I've seen those.
right?
I've seen that with guys pulling other dudes out of a car, and rather than like throwing fists, they start slapping each other. Like, get the fuck out of the road! I gotta get to work.
This isn't even worth watching.
So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think you'd fare well against a goddamn bear. But yeah, that's. But a lot of people were like, I sort of wish I had that opportunity, like to be a hero. And I think in the same way, there's a lot of dudes who are like, I wish someone would break into my house.
Yeah, that's not to be a hero, Jeff. Because you want to be that tough guy, you know.
I get it, but how many people would actually pull the trigger?
I don't know. Like,
I
think
get it walking into your house because that puts a sudden sense of
if I had a gun
Even
near
in
me and
Doom?
someone came into my house, yeah, absolutely, I'd point it at him. Be like, "Hey, buddy," you know. So, but I wouldn't
to
want to shoot.
literally pull the trigger or to be the person that actually stands up to the guy
Well,
to be the hero. Like,
well, you're talking about
really
basically
gonna-
like, could you be the dude that's out there in the middle of like Palmer Park when a dude starts shooting and you pull out your piece and shoot back?
I would think that would be more likely because you would have that rush of
Like,
maybe I'm gonna die, or maybe
well, wouldn't you when they broke into your house?
depends.
Yeah, not if I
Man,
had the
you-
drop on him.
Yeah,
So,
if
yeah.
you got a gun and somebody's coming through your window,
This is different, yeah. But there are definitely guys out there who would just, no questions asked, fucking plug. the
there
gun.
are those, yes.
Yeah. So.
But of all those people that say I would relish that moment,
Well,
when it
relish.
came down
yeah,
to
I
it,
don't think too many people would actually do it. I think you're right. So
that is
yeah.
a big step. It's easy to say I would, but man, to actually be like, I'm going to extinguish a life. Like, dude, that is a hard line to cross.
Okay, how about, why don't I take this just a step down for a second? Okay, if you've seen the videos of this and the Just Stop Oil guys were blocking your car in traffic,
I would not run them over, Jeff.
No.
No,
I
I'm
did
not going to jail for
I
that. So that's what they want you to do.
I just
yeah.
don't go to work.
Yeah, fucking, I got out of work today.
just call and say the Just Stop Oil guys
Just
are.
stop oil. Just block
You
the
guys
street.
get
I'm
this
going
cleared
back
up.
home.
I'm not, dude. Nothing's more important than your life. Like the job is not more important than your life. If they want to fire you for not running people over,
I didn't say run them over. I'm saying get out of your car
no.
No, I'm not getting.
What? Why would you do that?
to drag them out of the way.
Oh hell no! That is not in my job description.
No, this car gets turned around.
Yep, I'm going home.
Well,
I
then your
felt
boss is gonna be
unsafe.
like, is there any other road that you could take to get here then?
No.
They usually only have one entrance.
Yeah.
Well, because I was going to say, you're stuck in traffic at that point because there's people behind you.
Wait, where? Okay, are we? Is this at the rig?
No.
Where are the stop oil guys at?
No, it is like there's not as many of them as there were before, but these are climate activists who chain themselves together and block like a freeway.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, but not talking about like getting to the rig. These
Oh,
are
I was like, there's one road. What are you talking about?
no, dude, you're right. Okay, there's
I
one
would
road.
totally. I would relish that because I really want to see someone get tasered in real life. I really want to see that. So I'd call my boss. I'm stuck in traffic, but then I wouldn't turn around. I'd wait for the cops to show up because I want to see someone.
Well, you
get
wouldn't have a
tasered.
choice because what happens is the traffic just builds up.
Yeah,
So-
of course.
so-
Well, I mean, unless you can jump the median, just go that back the way you came. So
Every time I've seen it, they haven't really done stuff like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, I got you.
Hmm.
But you would not get out of the car. You would not.
Jeff, I'm never going to actually get in a physical confrontation with somebody without a gun. So if I'm not willing to fucking shoot you, I'm not going to bother with you. So
I really don't want to hurt a person.
yeah, no, me neither.
I don't either. But I don't know why to end that sentence. I mean, like, I guess that's the thing is there are
You should
people-
get signed up for boxing lessons, man. You need to get some of that violence out of you. You know, so-
No, I don't have violence.
Oh,
on me.
okay.
I mean, I take medication for that.
Okay,
It helps.
good.
Yeah, but I mean, look. Here's the thing: is like that. There are people that need to get to where they need to go.
It's not your job. So
100% not my job.
yeah, not your job. There's other people that get paid to do that. Let them do their job. It doesn't need to be solved that way, right way. So
And for what? So that I can get to work? No.
Well, like in some cases, like yeah, there were times when these fucking assholes are blocking the thing, and like there's dude. I mean, this is an actual video. It's like there's a guy actually taking his pregnant wife to the hospital. So what happened was dudes got out of their cars and they dragged the Just Stop Oil assholes off the road. And
Were
the
they
people
blocking off a hospital?
No, they're blocking off the road.
yeah.
Just a random road?
No,
Where-
it was a pretty big road. This was the one in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, this has happened tons of places.
Well,
And
no,
mostly
the
in
one
Europe,
specifically
actually.
with the guy.
More often Europe than anywhere else. That's where it's big. But yeah, so they're blocking off the road. You get stuck. So the whole thing is that traffic gets impacted because these guys stop the road, right? And they're not even usually chained. They're just like 8 dudes, like sitting in the street. Okay. And what they do is if you get out and you pull one of them to the side, right? The other people will inch toward to fill the spot, right? And they'll just scoot on their butts and do this, right? So you can't actually move these people. That's what they do, right? So what happened in these cases where it's like, this man has a pregnant wife, we're getting through here, and they don't move, is like 8 dudes get out of their cars, and they drag these fuckers off the road, and cars go.
I'd probably help out at that point.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm going to get out of the car and just start fucking wailing on people. It's just kind of like somebody here has to have like a 2-wood, and I'm just going to start fucking clobbering on people. It's like, no, it's like, get the fuck out of the road. These people need to go.
I don't know if you were Hacksaw Jim Duggan and you had a 2x4 in the back.
I'd be. The problem is when you step up to like
Might have a
weapon
nail
level.
in it, you know.
Yeah.
You'd even do the.
They're bored with the nail.
And I
in it.
bet they just start running if they see you looking like, or if you look, yeah, if you look like the guy from Happy Gilmore, and you got a nail stuck in your head, and you're huge. Yeah, they're probably gonna leave.
My problem with him is when you get into
That
weapon
guy's also
territory.
like 9 feet tall.
He was.
Yeah. Once you cross that bridge, like I think you get into a different level of crime.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Very well. Even if you drag him off, like that's the thing right there. I mean, you are the one committing a crime at that point in time. So it is in addition to their crime. So you will go to jail as well.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like you could probably talk your way out of it.
You might be able to. It depends on the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you'd have a hell of a time finding a jury that would convict you, but
Yeah.
you're going to go through a lot of bullshit to get to that point.
Well, I mean, our guy Daniel Penny right now is going through that right now.
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah,
is.
that's
Absolutely is. So
That is going to be a tough decision.
I haven't caught up on that in a while. So
It's just in the trial phase. So
it's still
Yeah.
actually in hearing.
yeah. That's a rough one. That is a.
I don't know that much about it because I thought that it was pretty straight, cut and dry, but then you hear some other things, and then you hear things that contradict those things and other things, and then eventually it just gets to the point in time, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's just completely muddy the water. So, thanks, Twitter. So,
I don't blame them for that.
oh no, I'm not blaming the guys who own Twitter.
No.
I blame the assholes on it who, you know, just this is just fake.
That's the news now.
What?
That's the news.
Just
Twitter.
sling stuff all over the place and
Huh?
just sling stuff all over the place and find out what sticks later on.
Well, no. I mean, there is like a little bit of a mess, but I mean, it's not nearly as shitty as people make it out to be.
What, Twitter?
Yeah.
No, it's not as bad.
Especially when it comes to like finding information. Like there are people that all right, so if you know what words to look out for, number one being breaking.
Yeah, how many fires does it have? Yeah. So, or the little red alarms.
The red alarms, or like, what are they doing with the 100s?
Oh god, man, I wish. Fucking A. Okay, I have a dream, Jeff. I dream that I am actually in charge of Twitter for a day so I can delete the 100 icon.
Why does it bother you so
I don't
much?
know. It really does, though. 100%, 100%. I hate that. So 100%. You know.
Is that
So-
all they tweet?
Well, then
Is it
they
just
just tweet the
one-
100 thing, and it's like red, and it doesn't even like match any of the other text.
No.
It's just
It just says
man,
100.
I fucking hate that thing so much. So
Well, okay, so
100%.
the thing is, I hold the same contempt. Look, a certain word, okay, took that from me a long time ago.
Which one is it?
That is when you'd be on like message boards, right? And somebody would go out there and they'd fucking be like scrying whatever bullshit they're talking about, like walkable cities. And
Brains.
and the next person, the next poster, all he says is this.
Oh, I hate. Yeah, that's just as bad as
This.
teacher here. You know.
I like take screenshots whenever that happens. I'm like,
I haven't seen as many of them lately, but if you dig into like certain things on YouTube, you find somebody in the comments almost right off the bat is like, "Oh, you know, veteran here," you know, is like, "Oh, school bus driver here," you know, or whatever. It's like, I don't care. No,
Does it relate to what's being talked about?
usually. So, but you know,
Not always.
not always, but usually.
typically, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
Well,
you
it's
can at
just-
least give it a little bit of credibility if it's on
Yeah.
topic. If you're just like talking about something random, you're like, "Oh, bus driver here,"
Well,
talking
okay,
about
right.
guns.
Now, every now and then, you will get one that give you just like some guy will be like, former submarine commander here. It's like, go on.
Yeah, every now and then, but then like most people are like, you know, my dad was in the Navy,
Right,
So,
right,
and as a kid, I learned all about submarine, you know, and it's like, shut the fuck up, you know. So, yeah.
As the daughter of a serviceman,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
not going to let you talk about
Right.
etc. that way.
My favorite one is Europeans talking about America. It's so hilarious. So, it's so funny. So.
What aspect of it gets you? It was specifically, what kind of things do you see them diving into that
Anything political, you know, but then like lately the hilarious thing has been like, well, I'm in Finland and I love Donald Trump. You know? So yeah, it's like so much that you decided to post up on this video of this game. You know, like context kind of matters, but whatever. So it's just
Did want to give you a prop for since you are on the Nextdoor app. They actually got someone.
doing what?
So there was a posting saying there was a lady posted and she's like, "This guy's dog bit my kid at the dog park, and he just left."
Oh, right.
And she's like, and she took 2 pictures of him like leaving, And she's like, if anybody knows him, can you please let me know? He wouldn't prove if this dog's got shots or anything like that. And then all these people are like, some people are like, how the fuck are we supposed to know? It's like his back. And then people are like debating on whether you could find this guy by this. And then there's people who are like, I know him. Here's a I'll be direct messaging you.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, dude, that's what this is for.
It's like fucking cart.
Oh, man.
This used to be. This is like the gayer local version of what 4chan used to be.
Oh.
Don't know what 4chan is.
4chan is bad for you, William. So-
Well, 4chan,
Does it exist?
it still exists, but they call it something else now. But 4chan used to be like they and basically Anonymous. I mean, these are the same group, right? These would be people that would find like take a crime like that, and all you'd have is basically like a reflection in a mirror, right? And they do this and bounce this off here, and they see this is part of this apartment complex, and this and this and this and this. And they find out, yeah, actually, that is Mark Consuelos, and he lives in
Is this like on the one where they killed the cat people?
kind of, but
they
less
did
gay. Yes,
that didn't actually happen.
yeah, but far less. We're talking about they actually solved it instead of people being like
Internet sleuth.
well, these guys,
All of you guys need fucking jobs.
well, they needed jobs. And it was also like, stop telling the police how to do their jobs. Quit calling. Right? We appreciate your input. And amongst all things, don't come out here at the end of this acting like you made this all happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you were just an annoying, irritating white woman.
Who needs a job?
Like all the rest of them. But yeah, these guys actually used to solve this kind of stuff. And this, the local things to, it's you're right. It's in between that and also like, let me know if you want to order these muffins.
Oh yeah. But I was like, dude, you got like that guy's a jerk. Like, yeah, get him.
Yeah.
Well done. So I was
Oh,
Isn't it like tickling your narc, anti-narc stance?
For a dog bite.
Okay. All right.
Like that's this kind of thing that sort of
it's your dog, man. You got to stand up and like
yeah.
you if you don't have compassion enough to feel sorry that your dog bit a kid,
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
you're
You
scum.
shouldn't have a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the picture is not of him like walking his dog. He has his dog hooked over his back and he's like walking off. I'm like, who does this?
Wearing like a backpack.
Weird.
He just had dog over his neck and just carrying him by the legs and being like,
Weird.
I'm like, oh boy, yeah, this guy
weird.
needs to go.
And I get so the problem. All right, so I do make fun of the Nextdoor app a lot, and I'd like to
there's plenty
think
to make
this.
fun. Yeah.
You, it's funny that you know this because the minutia of what these people are into. You had to have seen the one about the aggressive dog grooming, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I saw that one. I saw a different one where
Oh yeah, you talked about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I saw one about a pet sitter kind of place that did terrible things.
Right.
Yeah.
And
They weren't feeding the dogs and stuff like that. So
you know what? That's the get that out into the open. I totally understand. There is just so much of like, so many posts are like, "Did you give thanks for the sunset today?" But I can't with you people. It's like
Don't forget to smile today.
there's a lot of that, dude.
Did they post Bible verses and stuff like that up there?
Like, I don't know if I've
I've
seen
seen.
it, but
Okay.
it would not surprise me, man. There's just so much of that silliness, and then there's the part of it that makes perfect sense is like, hey, is this cat yours?
Yeah,
Like,
there's
oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah, and
And out where we live, there's like people will take picture of tracks and be like, "Does anybody know what this is?"
It's a fucking bear. Rip your dick off.
Oh, I gotta fight.
Yeah.
right, yeah, and it's just then the rest of it
Call
is
the
just
mulch.
convene.
Yeah, you have a convenient.
Convene the mulch. Okay, all right, that's it. I'm fine with that. Let's go.
Yeah.
You can't you can't look away from it because you're like, there is some reality to this, but there's a big component where like, God, man, this is so.
Well, there's definitely some that I don't care, but I have to see what the people replied because that's way more interesting. Whatever went up, I'm like, oh, this one probably has people going all over the place.
And they get, I mean, those ones do get a lot of attention, all right? But I mean, yeah, there is a component of this that just makes perfect sense. Of like, look, man, does anybody have an extra 7/16 socket?
Wait till you're on there
I'm
on the
missing
4th of
the-
July.
Yeah.
It's always a 7.
Wait till you're there on the 4th of July.
Oh.
Those that care about fireworks and that those are
yeah.
PTSD and
Right.
all this stuff. It is nonstop for 2 weeks straight of every comment will be nonstop about that.
Yep. Ring is the same way.
Yeah, that's it. You got me into that. I didn't know that there was another dorky community. I mean,
I don't even know how I got included into it. It just popped in the box sometime, and I was like, "Oh, sure, I'm in the neighborhood."
You have an HOA out there?
Yeah.
You might be part of that.
Mm.
So my mom's got the next door app because her HOA makes her use it. So, or she gets automatically signed up for it through her HOA. So
I mean, I had to
you have
hit
to put it on your
accept.
phone though.
Yeah, I had to hit accept.
yeah,
Actually, I'm
hers
not
I
part of
think
the
they were
app.
actually just emailing.
Yeah,
her
mine's
first.
just email.
Yeah,
Oh, is it email?
So-
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
I
so-
never downloaded the app.
Well, I told you. Yeah. So my vet told me to sign up for it
Mm.
because I was asking like, how do you find someone to shovel snow if you need it? She said, go on the
Actually,
next door.
yeah, you'll get responses pretty quick.
You do. And there's a lot of people there. I was surprised. There are a lot of people that are like, what do they want to buy? There's something they always want to buy that's coming up. It's like, need a little extra money during the holidays, or there's there's some stupid thing they want to buy, but they're like, I can do just about anything. I can haul some wood. Does anybody like need a couple of fence boards up, or I could babysit? I'm like, oh man, if you're a fence boarder, like I don't think you're really a babysitter type. But yeah, there's a lot of like I do lots of odd jobs.
it's
Yeah.
hard to find a good handyman. So
Yeah, I don't know. But
I've had a hell of a time trying to find one for my mom. over the
Actually, you
years.
can probably do it on that
Yeah.
next door.
that's true.
Probably.
You just cannot get caught up in the local drama.
That's why I had to get her off of it.
yeah.
Had to get her off of it. She called me up. There's constrained cars in my neighborhood. So hey, the people on the next door say that this car's been there for 3 days,
Guys,
and it doesn't belong to the guy who lives there.
I showed you the crotch grabbers. That's all you need.
That's the best.
All right. Anything else you want to cover?
Broncos still winning.
Yeah.
Good day.
7-5 now. What?
Yeah,
Good. Okay.
with the Browns next.
Yeah,
We'll be fine.
we'll be fine. Yeah. We made the Raiders look kind of stupid today. So
We didn't play that good.
we didn't play that great, but
Did they win?
They won.
they did win. So
Did the
but
Raiders suck?
they kind of suck.
The Raiders have 2 wins.
Yeah, they have 2 wins, and we broke their new quarterback again today.
Again.
Again?
Yeah,
Did you break them before?
one of them.
Oh my God, they had a spare.
Yeah.
Oh, their newest quarterback sucks.
He is terrible.
He is so
Oh.
bad. But they still almost let him score. But he is terrible. He
they-
couldn't quarterback the Falcons.
So you're telling me they not only popped the tire, they popped the donut?
Yeah.
Right, we're waiting for the tow
But
truck.
the
now.
thing is, there's a lot of teams going for the worst record. Like,
Oh, right.
there's
right,
a
right,
whole lot of 2-3 win teams.
There are. It is definitely the league of haves and have-nots
Yeah.
this year. Yeah. So
And who sucks the worst of them, William?
It's
Declare the worst team in the NFL right now.
the Giants.
yeah, they're pretty bad.
So okay, they bench Daniel Jones because he has the whole injury clause. So if he gets injured and is injured starting next year, he gets guaranteed $26 million. So they don't play him anymore. They benched him to piss him off or to insult him, they made him be the practice squad safety during practice. The next day, he goes in and asks for his release, and they granted it. They are a jacked up squad.
Wait a second. Okay, so when I say
But you might get your guy back.
my guy,
Your guy.
Belichick? Well, I argue that the Patriots do need.
Well, no, not the Patriots.
Oh,
The Giants. Way back to the roots.
no.
Sorry, it's got to be my way, right?
No, you're right.
And
Well,
then
I
he
mean,
can ruin Shedeur Sanders.
He might. That's where he's going, right?
Whichever one of these crap holes managed to get the first pick.
Yeah, no kidding. Crap. To be determined.
There's so many swimming around that 2-win thing, man.
all I'm saying is that I do know that the New England Patriots could probably use a new coach. And
Just did it.
they had a perfectly good one.
You would not want him coaching Drake May. That kid's got actual promise. You don't
I
want
can't come back from that. There's nothing to say.
All right, I'm Pat.
I'm Will.
Oh, shit.
Hitting the button.